Shemo Basru Meyom Leyom Yeshuato Tapru Vagoyim Kevodo Bechol Ha'amim Nifleyotav Ki Gadol Adonai Uvulau Beyovod No Al Kol Elohim Yainai Nai Ki Kol Elohei Ha'amim Eleilim Ba'adonai Shamayim Asa Hod Ve'Hadar Lefanav Oz Ve'Tiferet Be'Mikdasho Havul Adonai Kevod Shemo Havul Adonai Kavod Shemo Ananai Adonai Malach Tagel Haaretz. Wie schreiben wir denn? Ohavei Adonai Sinura Shomer Nafshot Chasidav Yamashayim Yatzileim Or Zaru Ala Tzadik O Yisraeleim Simcha Simchu Tzadikim Badonai Vehodu lezecher kodsho. Shabbat Shalom Jay. I'm glad you're here and I'll see you tomorrow morning. We're on page 17. Mizmor Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash Niflaot Asa Hoshia Lo Yemino Zechro page 19. Adonai Malach Yigazu Amim. Romem hu Adonai Eloheinu v'ishtachavu lahar kodsho ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. Page 21. Mizmor LeDavid havu Adonai b'nei Eli. Adonai lemabul yashav v'yashev Adonai melech le'olam Adonai oz le'amo yitein Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. The Chadodi, page 23. Chadodi likra kala B'nei Shabbat lekabela Chadodi likra kala B'nei Shabbat lekabela Shamor v'zaho b'dibur Tiferet v'litchila Chadodi likra kala B'nei Shabbat lekabela Chadodi likra kala B'nei Shabbat lekabela Likra Shabbat Shabbat achila lechadodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat lekabela lechadodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat lekabela. We'll turn to the last verse on page 25. If you have not been singing along, now is a great time to start. This is Kabbalat Shabbat. This is our service where we're bringing in Shabbat, and this is the moment where we stand up and we welcome Shabbat into our homes and into our souls. I invite you to walk over and open a door and welcome Shabbat into your home. If you are not near a door, or you just don't want to get up from your computer, I invite you to push yourself, stand up, and at least open your heart to this moment, to welcoming in Shabbat. Bo'i v'shalom, page 25. Bo'i v'shalom, ateret ba'ala, gam b'simcha u'tzohala. Shabbat lekabela Page 27, we'll sing the Psalm for Shabbat together, the first few lines on page 27. Page 29. Adonai Malach Geula Veish. Mikol Mayim Rabim Adirim Mishpareyam Adir Bamarom Adonai Dotecha Nemnu Me'od Levetanav HaKodesh Adonai Leorech Yamim. We'll take a moment to remember those who are not with us this Shabbat, but whom we hold in our hearts. Earlier today was the 11th of Kislev, on which we recalled the yortzites of David Bassan, Herbert Bernstein, Joan Goldman, Louisette Hariri, Luana Horwitz, Philip Kahan, Selig Katz, Batsheva Lavi, Samuel Liederman, Milton Lubin, Mervyn Mandelbaum, Ben Mayeri, Albert Silvera, Hazel Sommer, Philip Tupper. And this week, we mark the passing of Isaac Usian, husband of Ferdus Usian, father of Anna Nazarian, Edna Shamsian, Leah Cohen, and Eli Usian, and grandfather of Rebecca Nazarian and Pedram Nazarian. We also mark the passing of June Ruth Goldstein Kerman, wife of Max Kerman Zichrono Livracha, and mother of Daniel Lewis Kerman and Anne Leah Kerman Hines Zichrono Livracha, Susan Louis Kerman, Zichrono Livracha, Charles Walter Kerman, Benjamin David Kerman, sister of Robert Daniel Goldstein, and grandmother of Michael, Aaron, Rachel, Julia, Amy, Jonathan, Hannah, Xander, Eva, and Nathaniel, and great-grandmother of Raya Kingston Heights. This week, we mark the yortzites of the 12th through 18th of Kislev. Bert Allenberg, Alice Andro, Daniel Arnall, Kitty Babin, Moshe Barchodafard, Ezatola Baseri, Ben Belnick, Baruch Yehuda Baruchim, Jahangir Bina, Louis Bomash, Myron Braunfeld, Morris Chapman, Arthur Shazanas, Rebecca Danpour, Yehuda Sama David, Sidney Fishgrund, Harold Friedenberg, Francis Friedman, Sarah Fisher, Habib Gabayan, Seidel Gale, Ethel Gewalter, Ann Gilberg, Marilyn Giss, Anita Goldstein, Herman Gohl, Rose Goodman, Arlene Jones, Huri Kavenfar, Arnold Krull, Sarah Kurtzen, Charles Lane, Marguerite Leonard, Rose Leventhal, Sina Levy, Habib Levy, Bella Lutwak, Aaron Magidel, Musa Marvitzi, Sandra Mayer, Homa Mogimi, Jack Page, Max Part, Louis Pennish, Sion Rabani, Sylvia Rach, Henny Rice, Fanny Rose, Lillian Rosengarten, George Rosenstein, Maria Rosenzweig, Rabbi Sagian, Aaron Zaltzman, Ellen Rappaport Simonson, Elsie Berman Savage, Ruth Ann Savitz, Harry Schwartz, Max Selinger, Joe Quinn Shapiro, Iraj Shirazi, Ernie Shore, Henry Silver, Leonard Sloan, Ilona Tabori, Sigmund Tenzer, Benjamin Tilem, Irene Tilem, Claire Umansky, Eleanor Weintraub, David Weissler, Harry Weinberg, Harry Wolf, Frida Wolheim, Rabbi Yedegar, Aziz Yousefzadeh, and Ezra Yousefzadeh. In the chat, I see Coach Yektafar, you're saying, today's the Shloshim for your mom. Zichrona livracha, Shaheen Ben Naftali. May her memory be a blessing. I'll invite all those in a period of mourning to rise, and we'll say the words of the Mourner's Kaddish together on page 30. Yitz Gadal ve'yitz Kadash Shmei Rabbah. Be'alma divrach hirutei ve'amlich malchutei b'chayei echon u'v'yom echon u'chayei decho beit Yisrael ba'agala v'izman kariv ve'imru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lamei almayah. Yitzbarach ve'yishtabach yitzba'ar ve'yitzramah ve'yitnaseh ve'yitzhadar ve'yitzatle ve'yitzhalal shemei dekutsha brichu le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'miran be'alma ve'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabbah min shmaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Osed shalom b'motmav hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Okay, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Before we continue with our evening service, I wanted to talk about the sabra. The sabra cactus plant, the prickly pear, we call it in English, is a fruit that you can find, at least I found it in Israel, maybe, I think I've seen it here in California too. On the outside, it is prickly and uninviting. But then you cut it open, and on the inside, it is sweet. This is where the term sabra came for those who were born in Israel, because not only is the cactus local to Israel, but also it is hard to live in Israel, and so you have to be kind of hard on the outside and then soft and sweet on the inside. So why am I talking about the sabra plant tonight? It's because this Torah portion is all about the difference between what we project on the outside and who we actually are on the inside. It comes out most starkly in Jacob's relationship with Lavan, his uncle Lavan. Lavan's name is white. That's what Lavan means. And outside, he projects the appearance of being good-natured and innocent, while inside, he is conniving and kind of rotten. Now, up until this Torah portion, you really can't tell that Lavan, deep down, is a bad guy. He keeps portraying himself as being kind and gracious. Meanwhile, he's conniving. But in this week's Torah portion, we see Lavan for the first time show his true colors, so to speak. We have Jacob, who's trying to leave Lavan's house with his wives Rachel and Leah and all of his sons, and Lavan says, "Stay and work for me," because Lavan wants him to stay because Jacob's done such an excellent job and his flock has multiplied on account of Jacob. Well, Jacob says, "I'll stay, but on one condition. My wage will be any of the spotted and speckled and brown sheep and the spotted and speckled rams." And Lavan says, "Fine, that can be your wage." So what does Lavan do? He takes all of the spotted and speckled animals and the brown ones that should belong to Jacob, and he moves them a distance of 3 days away. So that way, they're no longer part of his flock. None of the baby lambs and goats and rams are going to come out speckled and spotted because they are 3 days away. So he's trying, as you can see, to keep Jacob from getting any earnings, any of his flock. And it's the first time that we see Lavan's true colors, his selfishness, his greed, his conniving nature. In this Torah portion, what Jacob does is he takes branches from a poplar tree and he peels them. He peels the bark off and reveals underneath the bark the white branch that lies underneath. he takes the outside of the bark off, the brown, rough part, and he shows that underneath is the white branch. Its actual color is white, even though on the outside it's brown. And this is in and he uses that, by the way, as part of, as a way to get the flocks to mate with one another, and then actually they have spotted and speckled little lambs and goats. But that is besides the point to the symbolism of the stick itself. The bark on the outside is brown and kind of ugly, and when you take it away, it's white underneath, Levan. And you have the rough outside, and again, the soft inside. Levan, on the other hand, appears to be innocent on the outside, but deep down he is a rotten person. And so the symbolism of that stick, when you take away the bark, is that you take away the outside to show what's true on the inside. And same thing with Levan. Levan took, in this Torah portion, revealed his true self on the inside. He appeared to be, totally pure and innocent on the outside, but deep down his actions proved who he really was. This is the Torah portion where we stop and ask ourselves, who are we on the inside, and who do we project ourselves to be in the world? Who are we on the inside, and who do we want people to see us as? And I invite you this Shabbat, these next 25 hours, to ask yourself that hard question. If you were to peel away the bark, so to speak, what would be shown? Who would you be if you took away that appearance that you project to others? If you take away who you are on the outside, the person that you want the world to see, and you actually stop and ask yourself, who am I really? Who is that person? And this Shabbat, take account of who that is, because what are we spending our time doing in this short time on earth if we are just focused on seeming to be kind, seeming to do mitzvot, seeming to be the kind of person that we really want to be, if deep down we're not? So I invite you to take account of who you are. And when you peel away the bark, what's really there? And if that person isn't who you really want it to be, what are the steps you need to do to get there? Shabbat Shalom. I'll invite you all to continue with me for the evening service. We'll begin together with the Baruch Hu, page 39a. Please rise. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. You may be seated. We continue on page 39a. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher b'dvaro Maria v'imchoch Boreim v'layla gorim Umavir yom umevi layla mavdir ben yom uvein layla Adonai tzevot shemo elchai v'kayam tzemid lo chaleinu le'olam va'ed Baruch ata Adonai hamari v'aravi. Page 40. Ahavat salam mitzvah chav salam mitzvah kim shem taram atzal kenom shofim u'nisachim u'nisachim Be'ahavatcha al tisim imenu le'olamim Baruch ata Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. We join together for the Shema on page 41. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך. We continue on our own through the bottom of page 42. והיה משמעות השני מצוות בצדק ובכל Adonai Elohechem Emet. Page 43. Emet. Umalchuto raton kiblu eleihem Moshe v'neis v'lechanu shira b'simcha rabba v'imru chulam mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh Nohora tehiloto sefele Malchutecha ra'u v'anecha bokeyam lifnei Moshe leili anu ve'amru Adonai himloch le'olam va'ed Ve'ne'emar kifad Adonai Yaakov U'elom yechazak mimenu Baruch ata Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. Page 45. Hashki vein Adosh Omed Mekin Chlefus. Ushmor Taitenu Uvawain Lachem Shlometa Ve'adolam Orfosalenu Sukat Shlomecha Baruch Ata Adonai Haparu Sukat Shlom Aleinu V'Lekol Mo Yisrael Ve'al Yerushalayim. Please rise. We'll turn to page 46 for Vishamru. Veshameru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat ledorotam berit olai nai beini uvein Yitzkada Shemei Rabba Be'amadi Rachi Rutei V'yamlich Malchutei B'chayechon U'vyomechon U'chayedecho Beit Yisrael Ba'agala U'bizman Kahari Ve'imeru Amen Yehishmei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam Olamei Hamaya Yitzbarach Yitzbarach v'yishtabach v'yitzbarach v'mami yinaseh v'yitadari talei v'yitalal shemidekut shabrichu le'ela miklo berchata v'shirata tushmechata v'nechemata dami ramei alma v'imeru. Amen. We'll continue with the silent Amidah for the evening service, beginning on page 47 and ending on page 52. I'll invite you to take this time for your own personal prayers and reflections, page 47. If you've not yet completed your Amidah, please continue to do so at your own pace. I'll invite you to turn to page 54 and rise, and we'll continue with Kaddish Shalem and Aleinu. Yitzkara v'yitzkara Shemei Rabba Me'amadi Rach Yirtei v'mlich Malchutei b'chaychon v'mechon v'chaydoho b'Yisrael v'agla b'zman kari v'imru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach Le'elam Elamei Omaya Yitzbarach Yitzbarach V'yishtabach V'yitzbar V'yitzbar V'nasech V'yitzara V'yitzle V'yitzala Shemei Likudsha B'richu Le'elam Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tishbchata V'nechemata Damiramei Ama V'imru Amen. Tigabatzot Tonabatzot Choyso Korvahon V'yishmai V'imru Amen. Yishlam Rabbi Min Shemai V'chaim Aleinu V'Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom Yiramav V'yaseh Shalom Aleinu V'Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Page 56. Aleinu L'shabeach La'adon HaKol L'tekedula L'yotzer Bereshit Shelo Asanu Ki Ha'aratzot V'lo Samanu K'mishbechot Ha'adama Shelo Samchalkeinu Kahem V'gor Aleinu Kechol Amanam V'anachnu Korim U'mishtachavim U'modim Lifnei Melech Malchei HaMlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Kakatu b'tortecha Adonai himloch le'olam va'ed V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai le'melech al kol ha'aretz Bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad U'shemo echad. I'll invite all those in a period of mourning to rise again as we turn to page 58 for the words of the Mourner's Kaddish, page 58. Yitz Gadal v'yitz Kadash Shmei Rabab Be'alma Divrach Yirutei V'amlich Malchutei V'chayechon V'yomechon U'chay Yede Chol Beit Yisrael Ba'agala U'izman Kariv V'imru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam U'lamei Amayah. Yitzbarach V'yishtabach Yitzba'ar V'yitrama V'yitnasei V'yitadar V'yitatlei V'yitalal Shmei Likudsha B'richu La'etla Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata Damiram Be'alma V'imru Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chaim Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom Yiramav Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. A few announcements before we part ways. Tomorrow morning, of course, services begin at 9 a.m. and then at 6:30 you can join me for Mariv and Havdalah. 6:30 p.m. tomorrow you can join me for Mariv and Havdalah, followed by 7 p.m. Chassidut. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving to those who celebrated. Again, so important to remind you. Oh, thank you, Yochev. We'll also, in a moment, we'll do a Misha Berach for those who are ill. Thank you, Yochev, for adding names. We'll say Misha Berach in just a moment. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving week. I want to remind you that Hodu in Hebrew is both thanks and turkey. Purely coincidental. And we are also Yehudim, which has the root of Hod in it. This week we actually read about Leah giving birth to Yehuda, which means thankfulness, to be thankful. Thanksgiving is a special holiday for the Jews because we share that root of Hod, which means both thanks and turkey. So I hope you had a great Thanksgiving weekend. We'll say a Misha Berach for those who are ill. I'll invite, if you have names, you're welcome to say them at home or share with us, and then we'll add them into our prayer today. Mi sheberach v'avoteinu Rabbi Hamitzak v'Yaakov ve'imotenu Sarah Rivka rechav aleha u'yivarech mirpetach cholim HaKadosh Baruch Hu yimalei rachamim l'chakosik kamal rapotam yishlach lehem meher u'flash mahashamayim v'ot nefesh v'ot go b'toch shar chalei Yisrael v'chazek et zidei oskim et tzorcheihem Shabbat him lizok v'farak rova lavo hashtab hagalav izman kariv v'nomar Amen. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bring blessing and healing to Dan Kamen, to Sharon Labelle, to Maria Bat Miriam, Levana, Yael, Ayula, Benot Maria, Victoria, Bat Lane, Gilhem, Ben Alin, Mauricio, Ben Lourdes, Ernesto, y Moises, Ben Eotila, Casli, Bat Atlix, Yochev, Bat Sarah. For Rachel Chaya Yafa, Bat Victoria Miriam, for Maria, Emiriana, Benot Joanna. May the Holy One mercifully restore them to health and vigor, granting them spiritual and physical well-being together with all others who are ill. May God grant strength to those who tend to them. Though Shabbat is a time to refrain from crying out, we yet hope and pray that healing is at hand. Now let us say, Amen. Nathan, thank you for always being here, for sharing in our services and our learning. It's been such a pleasure, to see this community develop over chat. It's so wonderful to see you all here every week. I'll leave you today with a new melody that I learned this week, also from Shabbat Resold. They're a musical Shabbat group out in the UK. We did their Lachado D tonight. They have a Micha Mocha that I thought was really great, and we'll end tonight with this song. Micha Mocha Ba'elim Adonai, Micha Mocha Nedar Ba'kodesh Nora Tehilot Osef Eleh Nora I hope you liked that melody as much as I did. So with that, Shabbat Shalom. I'll see you all tomorrow morning, bright and early at 9 a.m. Okay, Shabbat Shalom, everybody.